Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noise and welcome back to Feed the Beast Pyramid Reborn. In the last episode, we completed the biomass quest, got some nickel, coal, and sugarcane. Starting to grow a little bit of sugarcane. I don't know how useful that's going to be at this point. It probably will be. So we'll probably end up making a bigger farm of that, but for now, we just have a piece growing. And we were trying to get blaze powder. The way we're trying is with scrap. So we made a recycler, and that is going and doing its thing. But the mystery still kind of holds of how to get lava. Well, I looked it up before, and I kind of forgot. I thought that what I saw was the lava, if I can actually spell it, fabricator. This machine from Industrial Foregoing, which requires obsidian and magma cream and blaze rods to begin with. So I was kind of at a loss. If we can get the blaze powder, something really cool that we can do with that is we can just go ahead and squeeze it in a very easy to make thing from Integrated Dynamics and get lava out of that. Well, there's another way. And that's why I'm over here, because I need to actually look this up, because I'm not familiar with Actually Addition's Lava Factory controller. So where is it? I don't even know what the shock absorber does. Oh, prevents explosions. So the lava factory. The lava factory can produce lava given, okay, the block above it has to be surrounded by 4 casing blocks. Otherwise, we won't be able to produce lava. Right-clicking the lava factory will show you if you're able to produce lava in the current setup. So basically, we need to make a lava factory, give it a ton of power, and have 4 casing blocks around it. It sounds easy enough. So that's what we're going to work on today, as well as working towards the Empower so that we can make the shock absorber. The shock absorber is not that difficult other than the obsidian and ink sacs. So we'll deal with that when we get there. But let's see, what was it called? Casings? Okay, those are actually really easy to make. It just requires a bunch of iron. Luckily, I made a bunch between episodes. So today, the main goal of today is going to be to get as much stuff done as we can. Between episodes, I went ahead and I made a little bit of a basement. Just a little bit of an area so that we can run pipes and stuff under here. This might be where we eventually move some of our farm, or just expand that way. I don't know yet, but the Empower, I don't really want these pipes going everywhere with that, so that's why we're going to have it the way we do. Alright, let's go ahead and let's just get like 7 blocks of iron, and we're going to throw these all here, and we're going to laser them. And that's going to give us a bunch of Inori crystal blocks. So that is going to be kind of the main thing we're going to use. I've got some stuff ready. Iron casings was not difficult to make. No, not at all. So let's grab iron and quartz and redstone, and I think that's about it that we're going to need. So before we do anything else, let's go ahead and make this guy. I think we're going to need 2 casings, aren't we? Yes. So we'll make the casings. We'll make one of these, and then we're going to try to make the lava factory controller. We need some basic coils, so we need let's get like this much redstone. We'll throw in front of the laser as well. I picked it up way too quickly. There we go. So we have plenty of power, so I'm not too worried about that right now. So we have redstone crystals. There's some basic, we need 3 of these. Some basic coils. We're going to need 3 buckets. Don't know if we're going to get these back or not. And there is the lava factory controller. So from what I said, we can put this there. Put that there. We're just going to do one of these. Jump up here, break that, and it can produce lava now. So all we have to do is give it power, and everything should work. So, you know, I guess we should have put it over here. So let's do that. I'm really glad all of that stuff could break. So we'll put the lava controller here. Something like that. Break this. And honestly, once we get like 1 or 2 pieces of lava, that's really all I need. So it needs a lot to produce the first bucket of lava, but once it gets some power, we'll be good to go. Now, while we're waiting on that to produce lava, let's go ahead and grab some more food items so that we can make more power and keep this going a little bit longer. So there's that. How much? We have a good bit of coal coke. Let's switch those out. And this should make some lava. I wonder how does this work? I don't actually know. Can we just like... Okay, there it is. So there's the lava. Now here's the thing about lava. We need to make obsidian. So let's get rid of the casing. Don't need that anymore, and we don't need the lava factory controller. We already made that. So we need to make some obsidian, and there's a couple of ways to do this. But igneous extruder. Can we make one of these? We could. Because otherwise we need a diamond pick, and I don't really want to do anything like that. Or we get 2 buckets of lava, 2 buckets of water, and that will make what we want. I think that's what we'll do, just for now. And then we'll get 2 buckets of water, and then we can duplicate the obsidian once that's taken care of. Now something else we're going to try out, and while we're waiting on things, we might as well experiment, see if it works, see how well it works. But I noticed there is a cable, second cable from Solar Flux Reborn. I want to see if this works how I think it would. So in a second, once this gets enough power, we're gonna go ahead and just grab the lava and then break this for the time being. The reason being, we don't really need the lava. Blaze powder we can get from squeezing. We can get it from centrifuging magma cream. We can get slime balls from rice slime balls. This is not too bad to do. But the thing that we need to do with that is we need a mechanical squeezer, and we're not quite there. Alright, so with that taken care of, let's break that. And I don't want to have this set up constantly, so what we're going to do is we're going to break this stuff. And these guys are still producing power. Yes. I just want to see if these cables are good. They seem to be very good. So this is what we're going to start using. And let's make like 3 more sets. So these cables are relatively cheap. It's literally just redstone and a little bit of iron. So easy enough. We don't need this drum here right now. And they are very like powerful. So that should be good enough to make sure everything's powered. And then when we have the empower, we can just run this cable underneath to where the empower is going to be. So let's go ahead and get the obsidian, and then we'll start duplicating that with the resource generator. So it's just 2 buckets of water, and that should be that. Cool, we have 1 piece of obsidian, and then we just put that in there, and we'll start getting obsidian. Perfect. So while that is gathering obsidian, let's go ahead and put this stuff away. We don't need that anymore right now. We'll put all of this stuff away. I like to keep a bucket on me if I can. We don't need this stuff right now, or these guys. So with that taken care of, let's start work on actually, before we start work on this stuff, I still do want to try to get netherrack, and I think scrap is going to be one of the best ways to do that. We have a stack of scrap in here, so let's go ahead and make as many scrap boxes as we can. And there's a pumpkin. That's a little early. Lot of wooden tools. Oh well, we can burn this stuff up pretty quickly. So we have a pumpkin. We could grow those. So I'm going to put those in here. We'll deal with that soon enough. We got a bone. We have a little bit extra scrap. The pumpkin I will go ahead and... Let's go ahead and get some pumpkin seeds. Or could we have... Uses... why does pumpkin seeds grow wheat? That is weird. So... Pumpkins... cannot be grown like that. Okay, so we're gonna just take... Let's take 2 of these seeds. And we need our mattock, or I guess hoe in this mod pack. And let me think. Let's put it right here and right here. And then we're gonna rearrange things. So industrial hemp can go here, and then we'll have a row of rice, followed by 2 more rows of rice, because rice is really good. It's probably the best food source we have at this point. So let's just get plenty of rice. Cool. So like I said, I will work on getting more stuff with all of the sugarcane and that kind of stuff later. I'm not too concerned with that right now. So let's go ahead and eat. Throw that in there. Alright, so with that taken care of, let's start making the empower. So how are we doing on... We have well over a stack. Now I'm going to take 1 piece of obsidian. I'm going to put it into the forever keepsake chest down here with all the soils and stuff. So we need to make the empower. The empower does require 5 total display stands. So we need 5 of these recipes, which is aesthetic quartz and aesthetic green blocks, which is just chiseled quartz. So we're going to need our chisel. And we're going to need a total of how many quartz? Let's see, if we need 5 of these, it is 30? 30 quartz. There's half of them. So we're going to need more. nether quartz. Should not be a problem. Let's go ahead and get some more coal in this guy. Get our bread. So with 16 quartz, we're going to need 5 times 3 of the aesthetic quartz. Let's see, where is it? Right here. Which is just the block of quartz shot with the laser. So let's do that. And there's the aesthetic quartz, so we just need 15 more blocks. So there's 9, 10. Alright, so once we have that, we're also going to need 5 advanced coils plus 1, 2. So we need 7 advanced coils, which is just gold nuggets around a basic coil. So we're going to need 7 basic coils. Alright, so we need more of this stuff. Let's just do half of that. And make all this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good enough. So basic coils, we're going to need gold. And this might be enough. So we just need 6. And then we'll chisel those into the chiseled quartz. And that will give us what we want, which is the green block, as it's called. So the green quartz block. And let's go ahead and put that away. And we'll just throw these guys on the ground. I don't think that's close enough. Laser them, and we get the green quartz. So with that taken care of, we need 5 advanced coils, and those require advanced coils as well. So we need a total of 7 advanced coils, and that means we need a little bit more gold. That should be about enough. Alright, so once we get this, we need just a little bit more gold nuggets. Do I have 3? I do. Actually, I just need 2. Alright, with that done, we can make our 5 display stands. Now, one of these will be used for actually making the empower, but the rest of these guys are going to be for actually the empowering. So something like this, and we'll have to move this guy just like so. And let's go ahead, that will need to go over 2 blocks. This is why I made the basement. Is it right there? 1, 2, there's that, 1, 2, and then that. So hopefully I can reach. Certainly can. Perfect. And we can start charging these guys up. Now these guys require a lot of power. We also need more of the power cables. So let's do 3 more sets. I think that'll be good. Alright, so with that we can get power going to the display stands, which is what actually, oh great, it's right here and right here. Alright, so everything's hooked up. We just need to make the empower now. And get plenty of power to these guys. Now, since we are now using all of this, we can go ahead and get more coal generators going, and that will continuously make coal. I'm just going to let it make coal for the time being. The coal coke is going to go over here. Oops, I accidentally put the stuff on the display stand. And we've got another set of scrap that we can try to get. The main thing I'm trying to get from this is netherrack. And that's not netherrack. I thought I put the stone hoe away. Did I not? I swore I did. Oh, I threw my axe in there instead. Whoops. Mistakes were made. Oh well. Let's just do that. Actually. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and make this guy. So we're going to need a double battery, which requires a good bit of Inori crystals. And let's just make a good number of those. So a single battery is pretty easy, and then double battery, and then iron casings and display stands. So there is the empowerer. We'll set it up, and we can start empowering. Now, what we need to empower for the shock absorber is we need to make, so let's put this stuff in here. Black quartz goes in here. And we can put all that stuff in there. So, what we need to make is we need to make this shock absorber, and for this we're going to need another advanced coil. Okay, that's not bad. We can handle that. Piece of black quartz for these guys. So, advanced coil is easy enough. Just throw all that stuff in there. We're gonna need 4 obsidian, and we're going to need 4 empowered void crystals. So I think the first thing we should do, and this is probably gonna be the easiest way to do this, let's grab some coal. Let's grab a block of coal, and we're gonna take this block of coal and we're gonna laser it. And this will give us the void crystal. Cool. So void crystal block. Now what we need to do is we need to take this guy. Oh hey, I have ink sacs. That's right. We have a whole bunch of ink sacs from when the squids were dying from the water down to the nether portal. I forgot about that. Hey. Oh, it's the engineer's hammer. That's why. Okay, so we have the void crystal, which we can make the empowered blocks, and it's a little bit cheaper. So we need stone, flint, and coal, or charcoal. So stone, the ink sac, we're going to need flint. Isn't there an easy way to get flint? 3 pieces. A little expensive, but we can make gravel whenever we want. And then coal. So let's take this out. Put that back. And these guys are all completely charged, so I don't know how much power this is going to require, but I don't think it's that much. And we just kind of do one of these. Ink sac. And does it have to be charcoal? It does. Alright, not an issue. It'll take about 2 seconds. So I don't have any wood on me. That's fine. There's plenty of wood in this chest. So we just make a piece of charcoal and everything's good. So how are we doing on scrap? 20. So let's make some more scrap boxes. Try to get some netherrack. And there it is. So Awesome. That's what I wanted to see. Let's get... Oh, I missed it again. So let's duplicate a little bit of netherrack. Don't need much for right now. I just wanted to make sure I have extra. And that is kind of cheating the system a little bit. I don't know what the intended way to get netherrack is, but we have it now. The only thing we're missing now is blaze powder. And honestly, now that we have netherrack and we have access to lava, blaze powder is pretty easy. We can make the fluid transposer, and once we get the electrum, we can make, or rather the silver, we can make the magma crucible. So this is done. Charcoal goes here, and then it empowers. It takes it a second, but not too bad. So put the scrap in there. And it's probably draining a lot of power. It is. But hey, we have really good power cables now, which is exactly what I wanted to see. And there's the empowered void crystal. So we can just break that up into the void crystal, the individual ones. And we can make the shock absorber. There we go. So there is another quest done. That is going to give us a couple of things, and I believe it's going to unlock the garden cloche. So that is going to give us, I believe it's diamond and silver or aluminum. I'm not entirely sure which. We need aluminum. That's all we're missing for the garden cloche. And in fact, if we get aluminum right here, which that's silver, yay, we get diamonds. So we must need to do this. We gotta do this one. That's the only place I can figure. There's also, let's see. There's also another thing. It's the garden cloche. Clay bedrock. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't give us anything, so I'm going to assume that it's pretty pretty long off. But I swore there was a... Oh, it's over here, isn't it? It's at the end of this guy. No. I swore there was a thing that required... Is it the crafting grid that requires integrated dynamics? Maybe. I don't know. But we need to start producing a lot more EU. So, and RF. So that might be things we want to look at. Let's go ahead and get some silver. And some diamonds. I'm going to go ahead and let the diamonds go for the time being. And I think that's going to be about it for today's episode. So now that we have silver, we can make electrum. And pretty much the last thing we need to do, once we get blaze powder, we can make steel a lot more easily. And yeah, diamonds are going to allow us. So the garden cloche, we still need for this guy. For the vacuum tube, we need the engineer's blueprints, and for that we need engineer's crafting components. We need aluminum. Everything else is easy. We just need to get aluminum. So we gotta get that. And to do that, we need EU, a lot of EU. And I'm trying to think what's going to be the best way to do that. So we can make the glass fiber cables. These are pretty good stuff. It's just diamond dust, which we'll have to make a pulverizer or a crusher, or we can macerate diamonds. Either way works. This uses RF, which might be better. And then silver. So those things are easy. We can make those to transport the power. And then we're going to need some sort of generator. And I don't know what's going to be the best. Semi-fluid is probably going to be one of the better ones. Geothermal is good. But for the amount of EU we need to make, I really don't know. So I'm going to have to decide that. And I think next time what we're going to do is we're going to work on a couple of things. We're going to work with getting more power for both RF and EU so that we can complete these two quests. And then we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got a lot done, and it was very successful. So that's always good. I want to get through this map. It's been 8.5 hours of playing this, not straight, of course, because that would be ridiculous. But yeah, I'm kind of learning how you're supposed to, or what are some ways to get through this challenge map, and it's a lot of fun. So the plan is probably, I think the next thing I want to work towards is the RF, so we can get into integrated dynamics, and that is going to give us a decently easy way. Actually, we can make blaze powder with redstone. Never mind. Fluid transposer. We can do this recipe to get blaze powder. So that's something we're going to work towards in the next episode, I believe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!